We then had the John Cena appreciation ceremony with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. They called out Ryback, Rowan, Ziggler. They teased suspending each of them, and then instead they fired all of them. And then they said that they all had John Cena to thank for them losing their jobs while confetti and balloons fell from the ceiling, and they played the same music they played when Lex Luger beat Yokozuna by countout that one year at SummerSlam. Again, I just condensed a 20-minute segment into about 90 seconds. I wish WWE could do that more often. The finish, here made the baby faces look about as good as that finish actually made Lex Luger look back in 93, which is to say that it made them look like idiots. This sucked. Besides the fact that we opened the show with an Authority promo and ended the show with an Authority promo, you want to know why this finish sucked? You want to know why this finish fell so flat? Because there is not a single person with half a brain who could buy this firing stipulation after WWE just got done telling you that the big stipulation for the Survivor Series main event meant nothing. Nothing. 4 weeks later, they just brought them back. It was rendered meaningless. That is the damage that is caused by building up stipulations that are never enforced. And I'll give you another reason why this sucked. And this is indicative of a much bigger problem, I think, in WWE right now. The babyfaces just stand there and take it. They just take the abuse. Everybody has been completely neutered on this show. And, we know that Randy Orton is going to return and go after the Authority, most likely. We know that Sting is going to come back, and the Authority will eventually get its comeuppance. The story will eventually pay itself off. But your babyfaces right now are a bunch of pussies. And I think it's a stretch for the people who run this company who are maybe more obsessed over the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars than the fans are, who are constantly besieging us with Attitude Era DVDs and network specials. Hey, it's Attitude Week, everybody. Come watch back when we actually had guys that had two nuts between their legs. It's a stretch, I think, to put out a product now where they all just stand there and they take the abuse, and the fans are, just waiting. They're waiting. They're begging for somebody to retaliate, verbally, physically, anything. For the love of God, do something. And nothing happens. It's not hard to see why people just have this feeling of apathy towards the product right now. I wanted to touch on something else here. This was posted in our Facebook group a few days ago. On some independent wrestling fan page, someone said that instead of moaning about WWE and the product, why not find a different brand of wrestling that you like? It's a simplistic argument I've heard pitched before because, for example, I watch a ton of wrestling, okay, every single week. That doesn't mean that I have to give up on one product because I'm not allowed to vent about what's wrong with it and how to make it better. If that were the case, I would have given up on TNA a long time ago. But I bring this up because you guys are smart. You know the score. Some of you guys pointed out another flaw in that argument, and I think it's relevant, especially coming off that New Japan show last weekend. Someone pointed out that that's all well and good, except that most wrestling fans will find that new product that they do like, and they'll just end up pirating it, which does more to hurt than to help the product. Fucking Lionheart, okay, the wrestler in the UK that broke his own neck on a Styles Clash because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, he posted a link to a Wrestle Kingdom stream on his Twitter account. And then when one of the Young Bucks called him out on it, and how it does nothing to help New Japan, he took it down. This guy is a wrestler. He is an independent wrestler. And he posts an illegal stream to the show on his own Twitter page. You can imagine how many fans did the same thing. For everyone who enjoyed that New Japan show and want to see more of it, you're not going to get it unless you support the product. I paid the $34.95 to watch that show, even though I could have gotten it for like $8 on New Japan World, on their streaming service, because I wanted the English commentary and I wanted to see the show do well and so we can get more of them this year. So if you are truly fed up with WWE and you're looking for an alternative, and they do exist, you've got lots of options out there, okay? The only way you're ever going to put pressure on WWE is to hit them where it hurts and take that money away from them and give it to somebody else. You could start all the online petitions in the world. Let me tell you something. The petitions that people start, petitions are a joke. Petitions will get you nowhere. You'd be much better off taking your money that you would put towards WWE or the WWE Network or whatever T-shirt you buy from WWE's shop. Take that money and put it towards something else, whether it's TNA, ROH, New Japan, your local indie, Lucha Underground, whatever it is. Hit them where it hurts, if that's how you honestly feel.